Welcome to the first in our series on the hidden Christians of Japan. Come along as we learn about some important historical places here in Nagasaki. It's another rainy day in Nagasaki, and we're going to do a tour of some World Heritage Site churches. This is Kurosaki Church. Completed in 1920, this is the most modern church we will visit today. You must remove your shoes upon entry. We are guided on our tour by local author and historian Professor Mark Tiedemann, who shares with us some of the story behind this magnificent building.
This valley, okay? And when Japan opened up in the Meiji period, everybody was really surprised to find these living Christians here. And so some of the priests who were working in Nagasaki in the foreign settlements decided to come out into the countryside to try to find these people. And most of them had to be convinced that they were Catholics, and they had to come back into the Catholic Church because they'd forgotten really what they were, right? So this guy came out here, a guy from France named Marc de Rotz, and he spent the rest of his life out here helping people, and he's buried in the cemetery over there, or over there. And he wanted to help them with things like learning how to learn trades so that they could make some money, because they were just really, really poor peasants. So he taught them how to make a kind of noodle that he learned how to make back in France. So there's this famous Doro-sama somen that they sell out here. You can buy it at the shop we're going to next. He would set up workshops for them that we'll walk past later today. And then he wanted to help them build churches. So they didn't have any money. So not this church, but the next church we're going to, he actually had some money back in France. He was from a somewhat wealthy family. He divested all of his money and brought it over here and used his own money to build the church that we're going to see next. Because he oversaw that himself, the design, and the Japanese carpenters built it, but he oversaw that, and he oversaw the little peasant church we're going to see as well. Those are World Heritage Sites. His protege, who learned architecture, the Japanese guy, the next generation built this church. And so this didn't make it onto the World Heritage List because it's not directly the result of Father Dorot's.
What year was that?
The one over there was built in like 1882, I think. And this one was built in 19-something. They obviously had more money. You can see when they built this as well. They have stained glass windows. And this is a really pretty church.
We're at this rest stop. It's very beautiful. Hopefully we're going to go and have some lunch here. And then we're going to check out the view. It'll clear up. The weather made me a promise. It's going to clear up. Just below Yukigaoka rest stop, there is a literary monument to Endo Shusaku, the author of the novel Silence, popularized in the Martin Scorsese film by the same name, starring Liam Neeson among others. If you have read the book or seen the movie, this is the actual spot where the two priests were smuggled ashore by Chinese pirates operating in the area. They had been told that there were many Christians in the area. Christianity had been outlawed in Japan in 1639. After more than 200 years of isolation, these villagers still kept their Christian faith. There's a lookout tower up here not too far. We're going to go up there. Looks like it's clearing up a little bit, so we might have a nice view. It's about a 20-minute hike up to the observation deck from Yukigaoka rest stop.
This is Heisei Arrow Trail.
Yes. So we're getting up higher and the rain has abated. All right, That was a very easy climb. A little slick, but okay. And we are at the observation deck, ready to take off into space, it appears. Despite the rainy weather, the view from the observation deck is breathtaking.
Stairs. I warned you about the stairs, bro. I told you, dog.
Next, we started our journey to Shih Tzu Church. It's a beautiful walk to Shih Tzu. You pass along traditional rock walls and beautiful terraced fields. As we climb, we are surrounded by lush green and traditional houses. It's scenery out of old Japan. Shih Tzu Church was built in 1882 by French-born priest Father Marc de Rotz, mentioned earlier. The good father did not want to burden the extremely poor Christians of the town of Shih Tzu with repair costs, so the church is a simple yet solid design. So there was a bell in the bell tower. The patrons of the church volunteered to have the bell melted down for the war effort. And to my knowledge, it hasn't been replaced yet. Father de Rotz provided the financial support, while worshippers provided the physical labor to build the church. De Rotz moved to the area in 1879 and dedicated the rest of his life to improving the lives of the locals. He is still regarded with great warmth and respect by the people in the area today. Well, the weather's cleared a bit, and we are on our way up to Ono Church, which is another World Heritage Site here in Nagasaki, and it's pretty far. The buses can't come up this road, so they'll park at the bottom here, and you have to walk up. It's about 600 meters on an incline, but on the way there are a couple of cafes, cute little cafes, that you can stop by and grab yourself a libation if you're interested. Here's one. So buses can't come up here, but cars can. So, meet you up. There's another cute little cafe attached to someone's house. Looks like they have a tree house over here. This is pretty cool. A few steps. If you want to go up and sit in the tree, that's kind of nice. Ozimuk Open Cafe. Another great thing about exploring Japan is coming across unique little cafes and boutiques like this one. You can have a nice homemade snack or take a coffee break and just relax and check out the ambiance. Well, that's a really cool place. I'll check it out again sometime. So I'm assuming I go right. And I assumed right. Cross this little road, another 130 meters. On your way, you might run into some street crabs. Who knows? How you doing, buddy? I'll let you go on your way. I need to catch up to my friends. See you, pal. We have arrived at Ono Catholic Church, a World Heritage Site. Ono Church was the second church constructed by Father de Rotz in 1893. Ono village is too far from Shih Tzu Church, so this church was built for the Christians here. De Rotz designed the church with distinctive stone walls using local red clay, lime, and sand. Called Doroka and known locally as Father de Rotz's method. This is Onohama. I don't want to date myself, but this used to be a rather popular beach. Back when they had sand, a lot of people used to come here. I used to camp here quite a while ago. Wow, look at all the cats. Today, there are more cats than people here. Poor things, I wish I brought something. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for our next adventure.